Good morning, students. Today is class 12, chapter 3, electrostatic potentials. What do you mean by the electrostatic potentials? Consider 2 points A and B. A and B. This point A and B is also in an electrostatic field. And as the amount of work done carrying the unit positive test charge from A to B in different orders and against the this electrostatic force of the field along any path between the 2 points is called electrostatic potentials. इसका मतलब क्या है कि अगर कोई भी दो चार्जेस है हमारे पास, अगर एक चार्ज पर कोई टेस्ट चार्ज है तो उस टेस्ट चार्ज को किसी एक्सटर्नल एजेंसी के द्वारा कैरी करके इस दैट पॉइंट तक लाने के लिए जो अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क पर यूनिट टेस्ट चार्ज के द्वारा किया गया है उसे कहते हैं इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक पोटेंशियल कहते हैं. Where this is the delta V, the potential difference, VV final potential minus VA is the initial potential, is equal to change in the final potential energy minus initial potential energy upon Q naught is equal to WAV upon Q naught, where SI unit of the electric potential is volt. Then 1 volt is equal to the work unit is joule, charge unit is coulomb, then 1 joule per coulomb. Not point, potential is a scalar quantity. Next is some not working point. सभी बच्चे सम नॉट वर्किंग पॉइंट नोट करें अपनी डायरी में कि वर्क डन, एक्सटर्नल वर्क डन अगेंस्ट शुड बी कंसीडर. You will find potential at a point charge on dipole. तो every student reminders कि वर्क डन अगेंस्ट शुड बी कंसीडर मीन्स अगेंस्ट द इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स, कि जो इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स के अगेंस्ट में जो वर्क डन हो रहा है वही आपको कंसीडर करना है. सेकेंड पॉइंट, दिस वर्क इज आल्सो पाथ इंडिपेंडेंट. इट मीन्स the work done by the external force या against the electric force is also conservative. Conservative force क्या होता है? It also independent to the path but depend on the initial and final positions. Then suppose if a test charge move from A to B this directions and also A to B this directions या A to B this directions, then work done by the three directions is also W1 is also W2 equal to W3. But net work done is also 0. WAB plus WB equal to 0 in a one round figures. Next main point, last, the test charge Q naught. The test charge Q naught should be small, so no electric field created. It means electric field created by the test charge is negligible compared to the electrostatic force या electrostatic charge या electrostatic source of charge. Then this is the electrostatic potentials. Means once again, if between 2 points A and B in an electrostatic force, the work done carrying the unit positive charge from A to B point against this electrostatic force of the field is called electric potentials. Thank you for watching this video. Please press the subscribe the channel and press the bell icons. Thank you.